Hey friends, Tux here. You guys know I have a passion for sound quality, and I recently had a question about actually having a in-ear monitor system, okay? And so this is a very convenient time to talk about Melonare, and this is one which I've used before. That's Melonare, okay? And this is the SD-2. And before I go further, I do want to mention I have a link for this right below, so be sure and click that link to get yours at the very best price. But this is a great system. I've used this in the past, and I'm happy to say now I have one for myself as well. Really great wireless system. And what I like about this system is, unlike some wireless in-ear monitor systems, okay, and I'm talking like, on stage, that kind of thing. You can use it for like band use, DJ, and even just around the house, a lot of them aren't true stereo, and a lot of them are not balanced very well at all. And this is a really great sounding one for the price. You really just can't beat it. Very professional setup. It can be great for both, in-home use and actually for work. If you're in a band or doing any kind of DJ stuff where you have to PA and you really want to hear what is coming out of the speakers in a good sense, So very cool stuff in a wireless sense, I should say. So you can roam around a little bit, So really good stuff. As you can see, here's a picture of it. This whole box is very giftable, by the way, too. You can see it's a beautiful box, great presentation. And you could actually use this box as kind of a storage unit, too, for it, if you want. Although it is rack mountable, too. So something to consider. We're going to show you all this once we open up here, but it comes with the receiver and the actual remote unit. So very cool stuff. And again, it does come with a big antenna, so you really have some long range here. In fact, I want to say it is about, hold on, let me double check this stat here real quick. The distance on this bad boy is, I believe, 160 feet. Yes, so the distance is 160 feet, and that's a really great amount of distance. A lot of units, especially ones about this price range here, will not do well unless you're really close, and that kind of defeats the purpose of being wireless, But 160 feet is more than enough way to make your way around a room, be able to wander a little bit, wander across the stage, and even just walk through your house a little bit too. So really cool system. Okay, on the bottom here we got some little comments. It is an expandable system. Okay, so you could actually, this could be like step one to different products you can have to help you on stage or at home to live wirelessly. 50 selectable channels. So that's really good. That gives you a lot of options in case there's other things happening in that same frequency, So that way you have room to grow if you want and be around other wireless systems too without having a problem. Sometimes they don't give you as much as far as options go on frequencies you can use, but 50, you have to admit, that's a good amount of frequencies. That will keep you going. Auto scan, okay, which is great, and stereo monitoring. Again, I cannot say enough about that because a lot of these in-ear monitor systems for stage, they're honestly mono, and the stereo one is oftentimes, it does say stereo, it's not balanced very well. So that's really where this one here comes in, creating great sound and great stereo definition in a wireless system, okay? On the back here, we have a little overview. The SD-2 wireless system in-ear monitor system enhances both the awareness of stereo monitoring and delivers clear, reliable audio through the UHF 900 megahertz band, okay, offering up to 50 channels, which again is excellent. It includes a pan function, which is great for precise sound balancing, and PAD switch for override protection, okay. Features like auto scan for quick channel selection, RF power adjustment, and easy IR synchronization, okay. So basically this system can grow with you. It'll be great straight out of the box, but it can grow with you too. And also, I love the fact these guys have a warranty with it too. A lot of them, especially if it's something where it's being used out in the field, maybe they kind of go cheap on the warranty, but you have a full 365 a year of warranty on the products, and these guys have amazing customer service, and they even have their email address right there for you, so they stand behind their product, which is great. Some standout features of this, okay, again, stereo monitoring, excellent. Auto scan, UHF frequency band, again, 900 megahertz range, up to 50 selectable channels, which, again, it's a really good amount of channels. Pan function allows you to fine-tune that left and right ear volume for the perfect sound balance, okay? Pad switch provides 12 dB alternation to prevent distortion and input overloads. You don't want to have that overmodulation, or overload on the actual channel. Lock function, which is really good, okay? RF power adjustments, okay? So it offers 2 power levels to be optimized in transmission, which is great. IR synchronization, streamlined setup, quick infrared syncing, which is really good to avoid interference and problems. And it's an expandable system too. Again, so it can support up to 4 transmitters. So as you grow, the system can actually grow with you as well, which is very, very cool. All right, so again, you can see a very cool system, the SD-2. Let's go ahead and get my scissors here, and we will go ahead and open this up. Very exciting. Love the fact this has this nice box too. So very cool. Like if you've ever taken equipment to gigs, and I've DJ'd for years. I was in a high school band, and believe me, sometimes it was a real problem getting gear to places, you know, and the fact that this box is so nice makes it really easy that you can actually take this box with you as kind of a case box in a way, you know, for like a road box. Let me go ahead and open this up. Give it a little peely peel. In fact, I'm just going to rip into this like a kid in Christmas here. Let me go ahead. It's packed very nicely too, which I do appreciate. You want to make sure it gets to you in good condition. We'll just wrap all this plastic off here. Tearing it off. There we go. And this beautiful white box. I really think it's a really nice giftable box. And to me, that's really important. The fact that you could actually wrap this nice, put it under a Christmas tree, birthday, you name it. It is ready for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and open this up here. And this, the other one, let me see. I thought this had a little trick to opening it. Oh, it's on the top. Okay, yeah, so we have a handle here. Here we go, little handle, makes it even easier for carrying, which is cool. And then we'll go ahead and pop this top here. All right, so giving this a little open here, you can see it opens up. Let me open this the right way here. Lots of packing, really appreciate that. Keeps everything really nice and organized. And I love the fact that they actually include batteries. That's a little tell about some companies, if they're getting kind of cheap out on you or not. Do they include batteries? And of course these guys do, which is great. Inside the box, we have lots and lots of goodies, guys. Kicking it off here, starting off with this user manual. Again, SD-2, talks about overview of use, talks about system functions. I'm not going to read every page here for you, but you can pause that and check it out if you like. Very easy to install. Again, very expandable. Talks about the front panel, talks about the back panel, what you hook up where, talks about the transmitter. Lots of good information here for you. So I would save this for you, just, you know, for future use, even as some troubleshooting in case you have a problem. My experience using this in the past, it's a really easy to use system, you know, and very complete too. You really get everything out of the box. It's not like you're giving this as a gift to someone or buying it for yourself and having to buy a whole bunch of other accessories to make it work. Like, this is pretty much all inclusive here, what you need. Checking out the accessories here first, we have this here is, wow, that's really heavy duty. That's nice. This is a rack mountable piece of metal here, so you can easily mount this device here, okay, the main base unit right here, into a rack. So very cool, nice black, nice heavy duty. I'm gonna keep this all together here, but it's got 2 little metal pieces, and so you can easily rack mount this unit. So they really thought of everything. A lot of places would charge you extra for this, so really cool they include that in the box. We have a power supply. Is a little regular plug-in power supply. You can plug it in power adapter. I like the way it's small too, because if you're in a band or something, you know, you have a million things plugged in, and it's great that this is like to the side too, so you're not gonna be blocking up several like outlets with one plug, you know. So very cool, very convenient. Let me show you that again. So very small, very easy to plug into a power strip. And there is your proprietary plug. Okay, so we'll put that to the side for right now. And then also in here we have antenna, and that's a nice big antenna. Okay, so this is gonna be part of the key to that long distance range that this guy can do. So very cool. We'll take this out of the bag here and show you. Nice matte black to it. It is bendable, so you can turn it a little bit. So you can see, you can bend it a little. Very cool. Just kind of screws in. We'll show you more about that in a second. Just kind of twists right there. So very cool. We'll put that to the side. And in the bag here, we have a bunch of little accessories. And they do include headphones. I think that's a really nice touch. I mean, for an inner monitor system, you think they would all include little earbuds, but you know they don't. So it's really cool. These guys thought of that, all that stuff. Right here is a, which I've used these before. They're actually really good sounding for being like a pack-in pair of headphones. But if you have something more expensive, if you have, you know, some Sony in-ear monitors or something that you use for your band or listening to music, you can definitely plug other things into this, you know. But this is a normal 3.5 millimeter. I'll show that off real quick. There's 3.5 millimeter plug, stereo plug. Okay, and then these are really comfortable. They're small. They got the nice rubber stoppers, and there's a variety of stoppers in here, so you can actually change, you know, in case you have bigger ear holes or smaller ear holes. Like, they'll take care of you. But again, these are appropriate for music. In fact, you know, I would almost consider like packing these in. Like we flew the other day to Tampa, and these would have been perfect for use like that too. So you can definitely listen to music with these. They're decent sounding for pack-ins. So very cool stuff. And again, like I said, there's different little stoppers there for your ears in case you have bigger or smaller ears, okay? All right, continuing on with the list here, the little pack. Here is the adapter. So very cool. They include this really good quality. This feels like a nice band quality level plug. So very good stuff. We'll show you more about that in a second. This is for the antenna. Okay, I guess I should say. So if you're rack mounting this unit here, if you're rack mounting it, you can take the antenna and have it remotely, like on top of the rack. But really good thickness to it. It's got the quality ends to it. Metal, very good stuff. It feels professional, so that's awesome. And there's a bunch of little accessories in here, little things which they didn't have to pack in even. Like there is a 3.5 millimeter to 1/8 plug, okay, which this is like a $6 value on Amazon, you know, if you're buying it separately. And then we have the screws, some little covers, little plugs, and little feet too. So they really thought of everything inside of here for you. Little rubber feet, which are really nice. And these are actually really good and rubbery too, so that'll keep that bad boy from sliding. But I'm gonna put the accessories back in here because I don't want to lose any pieces to it. But really nice, they included all that stuff. So kudos to them for that. All right, next up, let's go ahead and we'll check out. Tell you what, let's look at the receiver first. We'll pull this out. Again, very nicely packed. And good quality to it, guys. Again, it has nice metal. This looks like brass, actually, fittings on the little antenna. Okay, so very good. This is flexible enough. It could take a little bit of bend to it, which is really nice. On the back here, there is a wire clip. Okay, so you can see this is plastic, but the metal wire like clip here, very strong. So this would be easily put onto like a pair of jeans or something, and definitely clip on in a lot of different ways. You can have this, some people put them on guitar straps even, or wherever you want to stick it. But anyway, very good stuff. And this uses the batteries. Let's go ahead and we'll put the AA batteries in here. We'll pop this open. Now, the first time you're opening this, your impulse is going to be to pull it down, but it actually kind of pops upward. So it kind of goes like a clamshell like that. Okay, so don't try and pull this off. Try and lift it up just like that. Very cool. And that's actually good because now you see you're not going to lose this piece. Okay, here it does take 2 AA batteries, which again, very nice of them. They included. So we'll pop these bad boys in there. Let me go ahead and just open this up. Very nice. They give you some batteries included. And these are just very easy to pop in. Just like this. We're going to snap them in. There we go. Give us a little shut. Pop in place. You hear a little snap. And I think, is there a plastic piece on here? I'm just going to leave it. Okay. And then you can see here, you can turn this, and that is the power. And there's the hole right there for the 3.5 millimeter headphones. Okay, so I'm just going to plug these in. But again, if you have your own in-ear monitors, maybe like nice Sony ones or something, you can plug whatever you want. But these are actually great for being pack-ins, okay? I really can't say enough about that. I appreciate the fact they have nice pack-ins with, okay? All right, continuing on the main course here, this is the actual unit, which is really, oh, that's got some weight to it. This feels nice, guys. And again, this is a rack-mountable transmitter, so very good stuff. Transmitter and receiver, okay? Very nice looking. We'll peel off the plastic here. We'll christen it. Oh, look at that. That looks great. Oh my gosh. All right. Very, very cool. Has a nice matte black finish to it. Feels metal. Very professional. And you can see from the screws here, this is rack mountable, okay? So I've had times where I've had devices I want to mount in a rack, but it wouldn't have the holes or whatever. Very inconvenient. It's great they thought of everything, and they actually got that kind of built in. On the back here, you can see we have the hole for the power. So that's where you plug in your little power plug, okay? Right there, we're just gonna plug that bad boy in, just like that. Simple as can be, okay? And of course, this gets plugged into the wall, okay, or power strip or whatever have you. Okay, on the back here, there's a spot for the antenna. Okay, so we got the cord here, and this just kind of pushes in, and then you can screw this tight. So very cool, and it does have this nice little bolt here. So if you wanted to mount this on top of the rack or whatever, this could be easily mount rackable wherever you want it, which is cool. And then the end here, if you never used one of these before, this is very similar to, it's like a push cord. So you're just going to take this here, and we're going to give it a little push in. There we go, and a little twist. So push and twist, push and twist. clockwise to tighten, counterclockwise, lefty to loosen, righty to tighty, you know, the usual stuff. Okay, so that's clicked in there now, very nice, all ready to go. And then the back here, we got some other features here. We have the pad, okay, which is 0 dB to -12. And this is really cool here too. It's got 2 different inputs for microphones or other inputs, okay, which is really nice, okay. And then right here, we got the little stopper for the back. So again, really precise little unit, you know, and I cannot wait any further, guys. I'm gonna plug this in and we're gonna check it out powered up. Now, turning this on is very simple. You just take the top part, not the base, but the top part there, and just give it a little turn. There you go. You can see it springs to life here. You got the green light. You have a nice little screen. You can check it out and displays good information as far as the transmission goes. So very cool. And again, this whole thing feels very professional. And I really appreciate the brass fitting here too. Feels very good quality, which is great. And the earbuds also, again, are surprisingly comfortable for being pack-in earbuds. Good stuff. Now the front of the unit here, you can see here, has a nice digital readout. In fact, tell you what, I'm going to turn off the lights here. Okay, just to show this to you in the dark, looks excellent. Very professional. Look at the nice readout. Very cool. We have the different channel right there. Right now we're on channel 47. You have left-right input, stereo, and the RFI. Okay, so very cool stuff. Of course, you can change all these different settings if you want through the front control knobs. Very easy to adjust. Now looking at the transmitter and receiver together here in one shot, you can see this really professional presentation through and through. Looks great. It will help you perform better. It looks fantastic. And again, this makes a really fantastic gift. But lots of great information on there for you. And then, of course, spin it over here to this. Great readout. Everything is awesome. And the best part of this is it sounds really good too. You know, and again, I'll have a link for you right below. So be sure and click that link. Okay, to recap, this is the Melonare. That's Melonare. And this is the SD-2. It's a wireless transmitter system for in-ear monitors, okay? So very cool stuff. It really includes everything you need out of the box, which I love the fact it has that, but it's also expandable. You can add extra bass units to it, and of course, it comes with pack-in headphones, like I've said, but you can actually plug in your own, like, super expensive studio earbuds or whatever you have in there, too. So it's something which can grow with you as you grow. I absolutely love the fact that it's rack mountable, and they actually include the rack mount. A lot of them go cheap on that, and they don't include a rack mount, and it becomes a problem down the road. But this is something which, again, is easy pleasy. It'll grow with you, and they really thought of everything. They really included everything you need to get you going. So very cool stuff. Loving the look of the whole thing. Great readout, very easy to see, very easy to read. Nice buttons. We got little rubbery buttons here. This is like plastic. Great glossy black to it. Looks fantastic. Green power button, red IR sensor, and you can actually plug in headphones through the front here too. So this is at 1/8 inch plug. So, and they include that with the little accessory bag too. So again, they really thought of everything. Some key factors of this whole unit here: it goes far. Okay, it has a long reach to it, so you can easily maneuver through a room, across a stage, or even through your house a good bit. So it's a really good system for being able to go a distance, you know, especially with this nice big antenna that, of course, is mobile with this cord, you know. So very good stuff, and lots of great professional little touches like the brass fittings, the nice quality cord, everything. And of course, in the back here, it's expandable where you can have a couple different inputs, and just a great little thing with a -12 dB, 0 dB sensor, you know. So, and look at that. That's a great quality plug. So no matter if you are a professional musician, or if you're a DJ, or if you're just someone who likes great quality audio on the go, you know, this is a great way of being able to transmit, you know, an in-ear monitor system wirelessly to yourself, you know, through a 3.5. So really good stuff. I can think of lots of great uses for this. But back, man, when I had a band, if I would have had this, not only would I be more functional, I'd look pretty cool too, you know. So very cool stuff. It's great that we live in a day and age where you can get such a quality setup for such a great price, you know. And again, I will have the best price for you right below, okay? Now, if you guys have any question about this system or systems like this in general, feel free to reach out to me, tuxtoys@gmail.com. You guys know I'm always here to help, okay? So, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and have yourself a good one. Bye-bye. Click the link.